All right, now let's look at photons. Okay, to see photons, we must turn on the caustics in the features of mental ray, and then on the light source, lights actually cause photons because photons is a particle of light. Okay, now what students really love this demonstration. I don't know what it is. It's just oh so cool to be able to see photons because really you can't see photons. Photons are a particle of light, and you can't see them because you don't run at the speed of light. One, two, they're a wave until you scan them, and then they become a particle. It's just quantum mechanics is just so freaking cool. So if you ever get bored, you should look up photon and read some quantum mechanics and how light is both a wave and a particle is just amazingly cool. So not to get too nerdy on it, but photons are sweet, and they're not something that just exists in Star Trek realm. Okay, so here's photons. Now, just by default, I'm just going to hit render, and there's my photon. Well, actually, this is the caustic property of the light. The energy from the light is going into the sphere, and the index of refraction is taking over, and it's bending it and showing up here on the floor. So this is my caustics. Okay. So this isn't really a photon. This is just the caustic. This is the caustics appearing on the floor. So let's say I wanted to see kind of the photons. Well, I could do that. Kind of what they represent is anyway. Can't really see them, but 0.5, and you can see what'll happen is you start getting what Maya perceives as what a photon is, because they're all over the place. Okay, and what really this is the caustics going nuts, but causing me to see the actual photons going through. And how do I know that those are the photons? Well, what will happen here is there's caustic photons, and you can see that they were round spheres at first, but if I put another 0 here, one, I'll give my machine a heart attack, and two, they will start blending together really nice. Which leads us into discussion of global illumination. But yeah, very cool stuff. So the exponent, the lower it goes, the more photons. And of course, being a student yourself, you're probably going to say, well, I'll just go like this, 0.001. Or wait, I think it's actually 0.01. What's the lowest value you can have? There we go, 0.01. 0.001. Nice. And you're going to try rendering this out with a course like what, 12 billion caustic photons, and your machine is going to die. So let's say I do that. One thing I like to show my students along with this video is the fact that the escape key works rather well with this. So pretty sweet, no doubt, right? So if you have a sweet machine, it'll actually render out pretty quickly. That only took real time on 11 seconds here, but yeah, if you ever get stuck because you think that you're going to look at so much photonic energy it hurts, hit the escape a few times and you'll cancel out that render. So those are photons, those are caustics, and how to get them appearing within your scene. So now we're going to look at something a little bit different based upon global illumination.